So now we're going to look a little bit in detail on each of these targets that we've got, that we've been drilling. And of course, the big vein target, this is back in October of 2020. This was this is a slice through the boulder that we found, full of visible gold. Within these little circles here, and a little piece here taken from here that's enlarged, so you can actually see the nice gold. And this is the actual discovery outcrop. This was a boulder that was just down slope from this outcrop, and we believe that it came from this outcrop, and that's where we started drilling in April of last year. And these are some of the intersections. And again, here we can see, some very high grades here. But as you can see, they're not as wide as the newfound gold intersections have been. We do have some wider intersections, but not super high grade. So we have a little bit of both here at Big Vein. And this is a plan map, which I think I'm not sure we've shown this in any of our news releases, but this is something that is interesting. We can see our interpretation where the Appleton Fault Zone runs. So yes, we're clearly on the west side here. We have a fault here, the Big Vein Fault Zone, running up pretty much northeast, southwest, and this may be one of those splays off the Appleton Fault. And you can imagine that these, if you would extend them down, they might actually intersect at some point, but we haven't gone there yet. So what we're seeing here are basically two zones. We have the Big Vein zone shown here to the west of this Big Vein Fault Zone, and then the HTC zone, which is over here. This is where much of the high grade mineralization that we've seen has come from. There are some high grades at Big Vein, but not as many as we see at the HTC zone. The interesting thing about the Big Vein zone now, I think, with our last news release, we had the furthest intersection to the southwest, which is way down here, and that's about 320 meters strike length from the discovery outcrop, and it remains open in both directions, to the northeast and the southwest, and we're waiting for permits to be able to drill further in those directions. An interesting point to be made here as well, if we look back at the Keats zone of newfound gold, that, as far as I can tell from their maps, is about 400 meters long strike length. So again, we're seeing a very similar size of gold occurrence here at Big Vein as to what we see down at Keats. Obviously, Keats has higher grades and or certainly thicker intersections, but a very similar footprint of gold mineralization here at Big Vein as what we see at Keats.
Roger, do you think it's possible to start hitting the widths and the grades that are being hit at that Keats zone? Maybe you guys just need to vector in the drilling a little bit more, because Newfound has been at it for a bit longer.
Yeah, no, they have, and we are getting, every hole we drill, we're getting a better idea of what's going on here. They are very complicated systems, there's no doubt, I'm hopeful. Let me say that I am hopeful that we're going to see longer intersections. One thing that we have seen as we've come further down to the southwest is that we've seen wider intersections. Not necessarily super high grade, but they are getting wider, so that's encouraging. And the other thing is, we should be getting permits for us to be able to step back further to the west, which will allow us to drill deeper down below, especially down below the HTC zone up in this area, and that may lead to higher grades and perhaps longer intersections.
Okay, thank you.
And this is just the long section through there, and so this here is really the HTC zone up in the northeast, and you can see basically these yellow dots of what we have results back for. The gray ones are where we're still waiting for results, and right now we're from surface down to here is about 250 meters deep. And it's still open down in that direction. It's open out here towards the northeast. And then down here, this is down in the southwest where the big vein zone has been drilled. And you can see there's a lot of results that we're waiting for in here, all these gray holes. And we're looking forward to seeing some more good mineralization from there. And again, it's open down to the southwest.